We are live!
Hey!
And we're getting better. We're only 10 minutes late now. So that's not too bad for us. So guys, sorry, we're a bit late. We're just
I was just finishing eating and stuff like that. I said, you know what, I'll eat before we do the live.
You see, I was going to take the blame for that, but you stepped in.
It's fine.
See?
I can tell the truth.
Hey, Jensen, how are you?
Hi,
Good to see
Jensen.
you.
Hope you're well.
Did you enjoy joining us in space, Jensen? Did you enjoy it? And how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Been a good one because we saw you guys last on Friday where we enjoyed the Pizza Hut. So much so that somebody carried on eating pizza. Still today, we had quite a bit actually, because as you guys saw, we actually got a free pizza, which is a good thing. So we got to enjoy that. Hey, Touche, how are you?
Hey, Tushy.
Good to see you, Touche. How are you? You well? Nice to see you. How are things going?
Don't worry, the pizza was in the freezer. We defrosted it and we're eating it. It's not been like just, sitting around, just to say.
Yeah. No, it's not just me sitting around on the table. It does look like. So, good, thank you. And you both, we are well. Dentist, I didn't join you on Sunday as I was at Nana and Grandad's house for roast beef. How was the roast beef? I'm sure you did join us. You only did for a little bit because you said that you were going. Well, you joined us just before, actually, didn't you? And then you had to go. So how was the roast beef? Was it good? Touche, we are good. We are good, thank you. It's a lovely sunny day, although it was raining over Monday and Sunday. It's been very, very nice here today. So we're enjoying the nice weather.
Yeah.
Now, you will have seen... well, do you want to explain where we got this? So explain what this is.
So we went to Harrods on Sunday and we bought a few things and this was one of them.
So this is actually, it's patchy. It's actually the Dubai chocolate.
No, it's in the style of the Dubai chocolate.
I thought it was
not Dubai. The Dubai chocolate is from Dubai. This one is from Patchy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's gone on.
So basically when we were in, Harrods have this like big chocolate hall and there's all different concession stands there. And when I was there, I thought, I wonder if they do the Dubai chocolate like in their style or whatever. So there was one at Ladderek and there was one at Godiva and then there was one at this place, Patchy. And so we got to sample the one at Ladderek. So they had some that you could sample, but they didn't have any that you could sample at Patchy. So I went to ask the guy because I couldn't find this Ladderek. And when she was saying, oh yeah, Ladderek, I was thinking, does she mean Laduri or something like that? Laduri. And I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what place. So anyway, turns out there was another concession stand that I didn't see called Ladderek. We went over there, tried it over there. And then I saw but it's really expensive. The good thing about Ladderek is they break it up in different pieces. So, some of them are £17, some of them are £21 and all of that. When you go over to Godiva, it's just one size and it's £25. And then when you go over to Patchy, it's what, £20 or £21?
Yeah, so this is 20 quid. So it is expensive for a tiny bar of chocolate. It's £20 for this, but it is the Dubai style. I thought it was the Dubai, but it's the Dubai style. So the
Dubai chocolate comes from Dubai.
Yeah. So there we go. So that's it. We'll give this a try. So, but also as well, like I said, give you a little clue. So Kelly and I went to Harrods on Sunday, and we did bring back a load of food. So we will be putting that as a video when the Florida series ends. Where are we? Sam, how are you?
Hi, Sam. Hope you're well.
Good to see you. Sam, a question for you. Now, every time we go into London, I do think of you because I remember this used to be your old stomping ground. So do you consider yourself a Cornish girl or do you consider yourself a London girl? Little question for you.
Why did you show the chocolate when you said that?
No. Only because I said we were going to Harrods, so that was just a reminder we've gone to Harrods. Two said, oh yeah, it's got it's not the sign of Harrods. Two said, meant to be a warm one this week again. It is going to be. Enjoy it though, Touche. Embrace the hot chaos. Not just the chaos, but the hot chaos. Cool chocolate, says Jensen. Yeah, so this is the Dubai one. Hello, Sam, says Touche. Freon. Bonjour. I'm back.
Bonjour, comment ça va? Est-ce que tu es bien?
There you go, Freon. I'm back. It's Freon. You're probably wondering why I'm speaking French because it's a French state visit. Are you in France now? Are you in France, Freon? Let us know. And if you're back, how was it? And how is it, by the way? Or how was it? How is it? Depending where you are. It's going to be 33 degrees by the end of the week. Good luck trying to sleep again, says Jensen. I quite like the heat. I'm going to be lie, but
I can't lie to you. I also like the heat. We do have 2 fans though going off. So I have so we have one on Mark's side of the bed, which is the bigger fan, and then I have a smaller fan on my side of the bed.
Where are we? Oh, Eva's joined us. Hello, Eva.
Hi, Eva. Hope you're well.
How are you? Hi, Mark and Kelly. John and I split up. Oh God, and got back together. Oh, you're back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. That's
No.
How are you guys doing? Is everything okay?
Hope everything's going well.
Is everything all right? I hope it is. Because how come you split? You don't mind me asking. Jensen said, "Hey Sam, hey Authentic, meaning hey Eva. Tia, hello.
Hi Tia, how are you well?
How are you doing, Tia? How are things? You good? What have you been up to? Tia's always got such a wonderful life, so I'd like to know what Tia's been up to.
Tia's always doing something awesome because she's awesome.
Oh yeah, she is. Touche said, "Nah, don't understand the heat, don't like it, can't function." But that's because we're not set up for it.
Not. Yeah, I think if we were a country that was more set up for it, like we had aircon or houses that were built to retain the heat when it needed to and expel the heat when it needed to, I think we would be in better stead.
Would you function better if you had aircon? Freon said, "No, I am not in France. I'm in the UK. I've been watching." Oh yes, of course, because President Macron is over here.
Oh.
He's doing a state visit to the UK. So, so basically, as well, you're doing it for the state visit as well. Were you standing next to Macron? Is that right, Freon? Were you there, still going like this? Because he's actually at Buckingham Palace. That's Macron, not Freon. Anyway, hey, it's Tia, said Jensen. Sam said, "Oh, I was sorry. For some reason, I always had in my head, Sam, that you were born in London. But no, Sam said, I was born in Chessington in Surrey, but I've lived in Cornwall since I was 5. So I feel Cornish, and Mum was Cornish, and the rest of the family, except Dad, who was Scottish, but I never met his family.
Right.
London is where Dad worked most of his career, in Fleet Street. So London was my second home and lots of happy memories."
Yeah, I love Fleet Street.
Do you know what, Sam? That was it. I always had in my head that you, for some reason, because I knew your father worked in, because you mentioned he was in Wimbledon for a while, and I remember you mentioned the High Road and stuff.
The thing about Fleet Street is there's so much history there as well, so that's quite nice.
Were you there when the newspapers were there? So when it was actually the press, because they always used to say, when they used to talk about papers, they used to say, just call it Fleet Street. And what was your fondest memory, Ross? That's a lot of questions. Your fondest memory while you were in London. Tia said, "I went to Pizza Express with a friend yesterday. They don't do fizzy drinks in a glass, only in a can. Why?"
Interesting.
I wonder why that is. Because the thing is, as well, a can has got these like takeaway vibes to it. Whenever you have they give you a can, you're always thinking that takeaway. Like if you went into a kebab place and you ordered a drink, they would give you the can. You take the can away with you. But so why, I don't know why they're doing it in a can.
Interesting, very interesting.
Oh, Tia said, "I tried the Star biscuit from Greg's. I'm very impressed."
Oh, okay.
Right, we'll have to do a Greg's. You haven't done a Greg's.
Is that the Star biscuit with the jam in the middle? Is the
like a big jammy dodger?
Yeah, but in the shape of a star. But it's like not shortbread biscuit. It's like, well, yeah, a little bit like a shortbread, but it's more like a Neapolitan biscuit. That type of a biscuit.
I don't know. We'll have to try.
Yeah.
There is a Greg's not too far from us, so I think at one stage I'll have to pop down and get some stuff. Jensen says your lights are on behind you. Yeah, we keep them on because I'll tell you, if we don't, it's quite dark in here.
Yeah,
our house is a bit weird. It's quite sort of narrow, so of course it gets quite dark. That's the reason why we got them. But thank you for pointing out, Jensen.
No, it's because basically we have the conservatory. And the conservatory blocks out the light. If the conservatory wasn't there and we just had plain back doors, it'd be quite light in the room. So yeah, but it makes sense. Mark's right to have the lights on and stuff.
Sam said, "I was very lucky to have a tour of the newspapers being printed.
Nice.
Dad took me, and one of the printers had fallen asleep, so Dad threw a newspaper at it." Was your dad working for the newspapers, if you don't mind me asking? Because you say Fleet Street, so I might be wrong, because there's loads of other businesses down Fleet Street, including a law court. But I just wondered, did your dad actually work for the papers? Tia said Star biscuit is Star biscuit dipped in chocolate and covered in sprinkles.
Oh,
I've not seen. Is this a new thing, Tia?
To be fair, I don't really see a lot of stuff in Greggs. I don't really pass one. So I suppose I never really pop in there just to see like what they have.
Yeah.
I used to go past one where I was working before, but I don't go past one now.
Sam said inside Fleet Street in the 1970s was madness. So I'm just interested, did you actually do that? Did your father work there? Where are we? Freon said, Mark and Kelly, I have a bit of upsetting news. Me and Ailey have decided to split. Oh, that wasn't long. What happened, Freon? You don't mind me asking. Are you okay?
Do you know, are you going to like stay friends and stuff like that? Because you know each other pretty well. And you knew each other pretty well before you got together.
So I'm sorry to hear that, Freon. Are you okay though, or was it a mutual thing? Jensen said it was my TA birthday on Saturday just gone. What was your TA? What was TA?
Is it teaching assistant?
Teaching assistant, or was it one of your relatives, or is it your birthday? I thought your birthday had come and gone. Who is TA? Let us know. Two said, Kelly, Tesco are selling toffee popcorn flavored Baileys.
Do you know what? And I did a Tesco shop and neglected to put it in my basket. But next week, I shall be putting it in the basket.
Do you know what? I am dead tempted to try and go there now because there's a Tesco not too far from us. But the trouble is, I don't want to leave the live, and B, I have no idea if they've got it in stock.
Yeah.
So I won't want to go all that way and they haven't got it in stock.
That's true. Yeah.
Your dad worked for the Times newspaper. I did wonder that.
Wow.
Your dad wasn't Rupert Murdoch. I'm joking. But yeah, was your dad must have been quite high up though, because obviously he was telling off somebody for sleeping on the job. So wow, your dad actually worked for the Times. Wow. Nice. Sam's life is so interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting.
No, you're right. Teaching assistant.
Yeah.
So it was your teaching assistant's birthday. Yeah. What did your teaching assistant do? Yes, but she said it was for the best. So, but how do you feel about it? Were you okay with it though? That's it. Your dad hated Murdoch. Did he work for Murdoch? Because I suppose he would have done, because I think Murdoch owned the paper at the time.
Not the Times.
I think he did. Was that right, Sam? Did Murdoch owned the Times at that?
I thought it was News of the World and Sun.
No, he owned quite a few. Let me know, Sam, if that was it. Was he the owner at the time? But are you okay about it? It's not always great when that happens. You are single. You are ready to mingle. So you embrace it. You got the whole summer in front of you, Freon. You got the whole summer to enjoy stuff. But I just got to make sure you're okay, though. That's the only thing. Arsenal. So Tia said, Arsenal are one of my accounts at work, and I'm visiting the training ground tomorrow, which is really exciting.
Oh, nice.
Where is the training ground? So the training ground, I don't think is at the stadium, is it, Tia? I think isn't the training ground up in Hertfordshire? I'm sure that is, because the actual stadium, the Emirates, is just off Holloway Road. It's in Showbut in Hale End. Right, I thought so. That's the training ground bit. Have you been to the ground? And are you an Arsenal fan? Dad was at the Times before Murdoch and did not like him. Oh, okay. Okay, so it was before. But you see, Murdoch was there. But
I know Murdoch was on Fleet Street, but I just thought he owned News of the World, the Times, and Sky. So not Times, News of the World, the Sun, and Sky. That's all the three things that I thought
I think he did own them for a bit, but I may be wrong. What was I going to say? And so, Tia, do you get to meet the players? So will you get to meet them? I am an Arsenal fan, so quite fitting. Oh, wow. So
that is good.
Do you get to meet the players? That would be amazing if you did.
Hi, Kitten Noodles.
Hey, Kitten Noodles, how you doing?
Are you well?
I hope I get to meet them. There you go. Will you get starstruck? I think I would if I got to meet the players. I'm not even an Arsenal fan.
I'd be like...
Yeah, Kenny would know. But I was going to say, I do follow football quite a lot, so I would definitely get starstruck, even if, it wasn't a team I followed. Yeah, there you go. Murdoch bought the Times in 1981. You see, okay. I knew he bought the Times.
I thought it was a bit too serious a paper for him to buy.
No. He bought a lot. He made his fortune in the beginning of the 60s, and he just bought paper after paper after paper. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you? We are well, thank you, Kitten Noodles. Good to see you. Right, guys. I think we are going to try. What's for dinner tonight? Well, Madame had some of the pizza that we had left over from Friday's tasting. So that's what it is. My dinner is going to be what we're going to try now because I'm not feeling that hungry. Dad was high up in management and hated the changes Murdoch made. Could be worse. You could have spilt your water. You're
Like,
oh yeah, it was really good to see you. It is good to see all of you.
It's good to see all of you. Do you know what it is as well? Because I've got a little bit of a cough. I haven't got a cough, but it seems like something might be stuck a little bit here. And I was on the train and I coughed a couple of times. Luckily, I had a little bit of water with me, so that was fine. And then I had a bit of a sweet because I had the mini Tic Tac, so that was good. And all of a sudden now, I'm coughing. However, I have to be quite careful because I fell over last week, Saturday. It hurts. So each time I'm coughing, I'm trying to cough in a certain way that it's not going to hurt my stomach.
Oh dear.
Excuse me.
Never a good thing. All right, where are we? Frill said, please don't ask about it again. All right, we won't, Frill. I'm sorry. We were just concerned about you, just to make sure you're okay. But I won't ask you about it.
But he doesn't want to talk about it.
But yeah, so I will only talk about it if you want to. The time Nana came to my house as Mummy goes for a swim at the swimming pool, and Nana has the TV on loud. So sometimes it goes for, to through the next door neighbour's house. Oh my God, is it that loud? Yeah. Kit Noodles asked, did you injure yourself, Kelly?
Yeah. So I don't know. All of a sudden, I've got something stuck a little bit there.
Right. Do you want me to answer that?
So what happened was, I was at my cousin's. It was his daughter's first birthday, and he had decking, and the decking almost looked level the way that it was painted. Anyway, I almost fell over the decking, but didn't. So I was like, oh, I've got to watch out for that. And I don't know what happened later on. I went to grab a drink, and so I had the bottle in my hand, and I turned around, and I tripped over the step. I fell over a chair. So the chair caught me just at the top of my stomach, and then the leg went into my stomach a little bit, and then I hurt my thigh, and I fell on my knee before I fell over the chair, all while with the bottle in my hand. And I just thought, oh my God, that bottle could have gone in my face, it could have smashed in my face, the chair could have smashed in my face, anything. And then I gashed up my arm. It's healing though, but you can see where it was and how big it was, but it's getting better. It's quite a bit red there, but yeah. And the scab, anytime I put my bag on, keeps catching. So that's painful. And it was just like thing. Now, I'm not one to keep complaining about if I'm injured or whatever. But every now and again, when I bend to turn something or I go to grab something, it hurts. And I'm just like, oh. But I'm not really one to sort of like voice it all the time. It's just because I was coughing and I was trying to cough in a way where it's almost like, do you know, like if you go to the gym and you haven't been to the gym for ages, you do a core, let's say you do body pump or something and you've never done it before. And then it doesn't hurt the next day, it hurts like 2 days later sometimes for me. So it might hurt the next day, but it hurt even more. But my knee seems to be getting a bit better, but I also lie on this side. And so when you're lying on this side, that also causes a problem. And I don't know if I might have caused myself a little hernia. I'm not sure. But yeah, I fell over like a few years ago, and it's hurting in the same place so I don't know if I've popped something there and each time I fall over or whatever, it might be a little bit of a weakened spot. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's the story of that. Really.
Kelly, what you should do, Sis Run, is maybe go to the hospital and get it checked over. Now, I did say to Kelly, if it carries on, she should go to the doctor.
Someone at work said that, and I was like, it's fine. I'm going to go to the doctor. They're going to feel my stomach, cause me a little bit of pain, and say, yeah, everything seems fine.
Doctors, what do they know? Where are we? So, Mark and Kelly, I know you probably were going to ask me to apologise about the birthday joke. Do you know what? I can't remember your birthday joke. But you don't have... Listen, it's fine. It's all a safe space here.
Yeah, we don't... Yeah, we're not really that way. We're not that, that way.
No,
really.
don't worry. It's always a safe space. Sam said, if I spilled something on me, I say it out loud. Most refreshing, like Winifred Sanderson. From who? Winifred Sanderson?
Is she a witch?
Yes, from Hocus Pocus. That's
Oh.
right.
I was thinking,
That
I
was
recognise
Sam.
the name, and I was just like, oh, I can't remember. And I was thinking, is she a witch?
Bella, hello. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Bella. Hope you're well.
How are you doing? Good to see you. Liam, how are you doing? Are you on the way to the gym or back from the gym, Liam?
Hey, Liam.
How
hope
are
you're
you?
well.
Good. You good? Everything all right? Oh no, said Touche. Yeah, it was a bit of a fall.
But you know, it is what it is. It'll get better.
Well, as Kit Noodle said, Kelly, that could have been a disaster.
I know, right?
We had Jensen said we had a dog called Harry, born in 2010, and he died on the 6th of December 2023. Oh, he's in doggy heaven.
13 years though.
Do you still keep a picture of Harry as your little dog? I've got a friend of mine who always just kept pictures of all the pets that she ever had. Freon said, Mark and Kelly, I publicly apologise what I said on the birthday video.
Right, when he said that you looked older and stuff.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry. I only took it in banter, Freon.
I had to have a think about that one.
Yeah, I was going to say it's fine, Freon. Don't worry. I took it in good jest. I know you didn't mean it. It's absolutely fine. I got to be honest. I've been called a lot worse. Sam said, I hope you feel better soon, Kelly.
Thank you.
My torn meniscus in my left arm is really bad, so I'm limping around, which has made my fibro flare. Hugs. Well, hugs back to you, Sam. I was going to say, is there anything you can do about your torn meniscus? I don't suppose there is. Is it in your arm or is it in your shoulder? Where is the meniscus? I always think it's in the shoulder, but I might be wrong.
In my mind, I was thinking rotator cuff, but yeah.
So I was
thinking a torn rotator cuff, and I was thinking that is in your shoulder, and I was thinking, but I don't know what meniscus is.
I'm not laughing, but you said 10 Tushy points. I think we'll have to do it every time we injure ourselves. We'll give it Tushy points.
10 Tushy points.
I tried breaking my finger opening the back door. Oh my god! It just sprained the catch. Oh no! On the bottom of the door, stop. There's nothing worse than that catching something in a door. It really, really is.
Or when you open the door and you bash it into your toes or something like that.
I was just about to say, the only other thing that really makes me cringe and that makes me just all on edge is when I stub my toe. But when you stub your toe with when you've just got socks on or barefoot, that is the one that really, really
it really, really does. It really does.
Kit Noodle said, if you feel fine, that's great. But sometimes internal bleeding goes unnoticed if it is really bad.
That's exactly what my friend, she goes, yeah, but you could have internal bleeding. I was like, I ain't got no internal bleeding. That's just like, but you are correct. She is correct and you are correct. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I ain't got no internal bleeding. But she said the exact same thing. And it is true. I could have internal bleeding.
Kelly will just keep going, though. I know she won't go and get it soon.
I'm not, do you know what? Like, I'm not one of these ones to, unless I'm really poor. So, like, there was one time I had chronic headaches. They were really bad. And so I went to the doctor. There was another time when I had a really bad ear infection. I went, so unless I feel really bad, I just think, I can just walk it off or I'll get over it. It's nothing. But if I was in real pain, I would have gone to the doctor for sure. But when I'm just like thinking, oh God, it's if I don't feel that it's important, not that it's not important, but worth going to the doctor about, I just won't go. It's only if it was causing like real problems, like I can't walk on my knee or something, like I now can't walk and I'm hobbling. Then I would definitely go to the doctor for sure. But where it's just a bit of pain and I've had it before, it's just like, right, okay, well, it will heal by itself kind of thing.
No, I will apologise, says Freon. I am so sorry, Mark and Kelly. That's fine, Freon.
Okay,
but
Freon.
Do you know what? I do thank you for apologising. That's very big of you. So thank you. Liam said, I did the gym in the morning. Me and my... Sorry, I thought you put me and my just saw... Was it your mum, or did you go with a friend? Just saw Jurassic Park after Taco Bell. How was Jurassic Park? And we've never had a Taco Bell in the UK. You've had it in the US, haven't you? When you went to you didn't? Oh, I thought you did.
No, not when I went to Dallas.
Yeah,
they would never take me to a Taco Bell. No, Taco Bell was very common. It wouldn't. They would take me to specialized. Special places. Taco Bell is like a McDonald's or like a KFC or whatever. In fact, it's part of KFC. But no, when you take someone for tacos, it's not Taco Bell.
So, how was it both? How was Jurassic World and how was Taco Bell? Would you recommend we do a review on Taco Bell? Hey, Kirsty, how are you?
Hi, Kirsty.
How have you been?
Well.
Nice to see you. How are things going?
Also, I don't like tacos, so please don't take me.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah,
you can have tacos.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
They took so I went to Dallas, and I was there for 7 days, and I had Taco Bell like about between 4 and 6 times, and I was just not Taco Bell, so just tacos, about 4 to 6 times, and I'm like, I don't even really like that type of. I'm just like, please.
Now, if you watch our San Angel video where we went to San Angel in Epcot, you will see that Kelly does not like Mexican food, which she revealed halfway through the meal. But anyway, there you go.
I've told Mark this many times that I'm not really a lover of Mexican food in the sense that because it's like a lot of cheese, beans, tomatoes, and all the things that really I'm not a fan of. And they said I do like quesadillas. It's probably about the thing that I really do like quesadillas. And they had a quesadilla on there, and I thought, excellent, I'll order it. And when it came, it was just like a giant taco. I was really upset about it. And then on top of that, so when they took me for tacos in Dallas, apparently it's traditional to put mashed potato in. So anyway, it said it had potatoes. It didn't say it was mashed potatoes. So I was expecting crispy potatoes. I thought, oh yeah, well that's good. I don't mind crispy potatoes. It was a mashed potato. So why are you telling me it's a quesadilla when in actual fact it was just a large taco?
So if you want to see Kelly's bitter disappointment, do watch our San Angel video and you will see that in its full glory.
And then on top of that, you're serving me a pina colada that smells of...
leave it there. Right, Kitten Noodle said, who would cuss this beautiful couple? Well, Freon. No, but he didn't cuss us at all. It was just a joke. When puppies don't burn their energy, said Jensen, at night, they are sleeping. They squeak louder and we have to sort it out. Oh, yes, you've got a puppy, haven't you? But they've been running a lot. They sleep for a long time. So the moral of the story there is, Jensen, you've got to take your little puppy out and just get him to run.
They have so much energy.
Freon said, Mark and Kelly, see what I'm going to do to cheer you both up is bring some Grease logo back. Go on, put your logo back in. Let us see.
Let's see.
Oh, sorry. Now, Sam said the meniscus is in the knees. No, good job I'm not a doctor, Sam, because if you said I tore my meniscus, I'm looking at your shoulder.
Yeah.
That would worry you a little bit. Oh, no, you got a torn meniscus in both your knees.
Ooh.
I need knee replacements, but the surgeon won't touch me because of my allergies and my huge problem with, oh, God, is it keloid? My scar tissue grows uncontrollably. Oh no. So I know you've got your mobility problems. You did mention that on the live before. But Sam, you got is it painful?
You're going through the war, Sam. Really?
Yeah, you are. Is it really painful, your meniscus at the moment, or is it difficult at harder things? And do you find it's worse in the cold? Now I get you, Kelly. This is about your injury, said Kitten Noodles.
He's going to the doctor, I think.
You got to be like an ancient warrior.
Do you know what? Yeah, I just feel like I'll go to the doctor when I feel like it's necessary to go to the doctor. I don't just go for willy-nilly things. Not that that's a bad thing. It isn't. But with the wait times and this and that and everyone's like, you can't just drop into the doctor like you could before. It's not a thing. It's just like, you got to find in the morning. It's like listen, it's like doing the Krypton factor if you're old enough to know what I'm talking about. It's like doing the Krypton factor just to get an appointment at the doctor, and I haven't got time for that. I'm just like, oh god. Yeah,
it's a bit weird now. Most of the appointments are online. Liam said Jurassic World was very good. Oh, interesting. Do you know what? I'm being a bit skeptical with it, Liam, because the previous ones I didn't like. Not all of them. The first one was fantastic, but the last couple weren't as good.
I liked the one with Chris Pratt. I liked the Chris Pratt ones, and I liked the first two. And then after that, I was just like, I'm not really.
Hey, Karina. Hey, Karina.
Hi, Karina. I hope you're well.
Where are we? Where? How are you doing? How are things? Are you all right? So I got distracted. Well. I've lost my place completely. How are you? You good? How's little Jackson? Is he well? My family calls Taco Bell Taco Hell. Oh, is it that bad? So basically, I think you were saying this, weren't you? Because you've got some American friends, and they said that the Mexican in the UK is pretty dire.
Yeah, they said so. There are a couple of spots in the UK but the thing is, I'm confused because are they talking about Mexican or are they talking about Tex-Mex? Because I think that's two different things. And so yeah, they're like, oh, there's no good Mexicans in the UK, but they haven't been to all of the Mexican restaurants, obviously. But you know, they're very much into queso and all of this. And I was there, and I was like, I'm not like a cheese lover, so I like thin slice of cheese. I like it melted, melt my cheese. You know, and I like cheese on a pizza, and I like mozzarella. Mark is the real cheese person. Mark and my mum and my bestie, they really like cheese. There's a couple of people at work, they really like cheese as well. But I'm not really a lover of cheese and stuff like that. And I feel like with those types of dishes, it's very much like beans or refried beans, and it's cheeses, and it's you know, tomatoes and all of that type of stuff. And if you know me, I don't really like tomatoes. And if I order pizza, I like it with a barbecue base. I don't mind it with a tomato base, it's fine. But yeah, it's just lots of things that I'm not really a lover of. And I don't mind empanadas, they're okay. I do like quesadillas. So that if I do see that on the menu, I will get quesadillas. But I feel like sometimes I'm never going to find a quesadilla as good as the one that Bahama Breeze used to do. That was a seafood quesadilla, and that was really, really nice. And I've tried to recreate it at home a couple of times. It's really nice, but all the others I'm not a lover of.
So, what was I going to say? If you ever do come back to the UK, Karina, just remember that. Do not order Mexican food in the UK.
Because apparently it's nothing like it is in the States.
You will be bitterly disappointed. Where are we? Where? Oh, sorry, jumped a little bit. Get Noodle said the volcanic burrito from Taco Bell is lovely. Okay. Now, I wouldn't mind trying Taco Bell just to try
it. We can go.
But you don't want to.
No, we can go and try it. You can try it.
The video is called San Hangel, Kitten Noodles.
Yeah, but there is one taco that I've tried, which I really like, which is the one at Space 220.
Oh, yeah.
Those tacos are... But I also like hard shell. I'm not a lover of the flour ones, the flour tortilla type ones. But I really do like the hard shell ones. Yeah.
So Jensen said when Harry and Indy never squeaked overnight when they were puppies, but Marmite and Hendrix do squeak, and we have to sort it out. Mm-hmm. So you're going to take them for little runs around the park or the back garden. I think that's what you're going to have to do, Jensen. Otherwise, they're just going to squeak all night. They'll be like one of those little toys that you when you press them. Hey, Freon's changed his avatar. He is now Grease. All right, you crazy cats and kittens. I'm Grease. Back does the cheer you up. There we go. Well, we do, like I said, and I do like the avatar. Talking of changing in avatars, Kitten Noodles dropped us a little hint. That's a change in avatar.
Oh, it is a change in avatar.
Kenny's going to check your avatar out.
And Kitten Noodles has literally just changed it.
They do everything to avoid in-person appointments. What has happened? I know. So the last time I went to book a doctor's appointment, I was arguing with this. Well, not arguing, but I was having a chat with this bot, trying to arrange it, and it's just and after all of this to and fro, they go, oh, you better book an appointment. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
And then you call that, was it 111 or 101?
Oh no, don't bother calling that.
Like, for outcome, yeah, it was done. Yeah,
Karina, if you're wondering what's going on, so this is the state of the UK NHS, the National Health Service. So you've got to, if you want to book an appointment,
they're trying to push off. Anyway,
if you're trying to book an appointment, you've got to do it all online now.
Yeah, they're just trying to push up an agenda that I can't get on board with.
Sam said, my health problems are complex and so much more than fibro. My immune system problems affect every part of my life. Yeah, I know, but you know what, you always keep a smile, you always battle on, and you always do, like I said, you always got such a positive attitude, so always keep that, Sam. Never let that go. And she said, I'm allergic to myself and the planet Earth. Apart from that, you're all right.
You're great.
Freon said, it's been a while since we bought the Grease banner back. Frion the Greaser returned to cheer up my Uncle Mark and my beautiful Auntie Kelly.
Aww.
There you go. Jen says, when somebody comes to the door and the dog barks, and when we fed them, they spin and fast walk and run in and out the door and the boot because they are so excited when they want to burn their energy. Well, this is like a dog.
Little zoomies.
Like I said, Karina will probably verify that because she has a little dog called Jackson, which I'm sure he's like a bundle of energy too. Two said, wait, it's melt my cheese. A lie?
No, because I like my cheese melted. I like cheddar cheese. I like mozzarella. I like giubossa, or they're calling it bossa now. They don't call it giubossa. I love la roulette. There's lots of cheeses I do like, but I have to have my cheddar cheese melted. Don't give me don't stick my thing in a microwave. It just like.
No, I
want it toasted.
Touche, that melt my cheese thing went on for ages after the video ago. They didn't melt my cheese. They didn't melt the croissant. I wanted it melted. So
why would you melt the croissant?
So melt the cheese.
Toast the croissant, melt the cheese. It's very basic. Everywhere else does it. Why are you bunging it in a microwave? Sacrilege to the croissant. Sacrilege to the cheese.
There we go. So Karina said Tex-Mex is Karina said Tex-Mex to me is more Americanized Mexican food. True Mexican food is different from Tex-Mex.
Yes.
Now this is the one you saw, the San Angel, if anybody did watch that video, is the only Mexican we did try on our last trip to Florida. We didn't try any others, and we tried it because it's supposed to be as close to authentic Mexican, because it's actually cooked by Mexican chefs
each pavilion is has their own sort of, although in the UK pavilion where they do fish and chips, that's proper fish and chips. But when you go to Harry Potter and you ask for fish and chips, they're giving you wedgies.
Yeah.
That's not fish and chips, by the way. That is not fish and chips to have wedgies. That is not a fish and chip thing.
Lovely. Tia, you could not have timed that better. Has anybody tried Poppies?
Poppies.
Poppies are fish and chips.
Yes. So we did something at work and I ordered Poppies, but let me tell you this. It's all about Broccoli's Rock.
Oh, Broccoli Rock Broccoli Rock is one in South London, and it's they've done several.
There's queues and all sorts outside, and I've ordered it to work. And let me tell you, they loved it. They really appreciate it, but it is better than Poppies for sure. And they also cater for vegans and gluten-free.
Well, this is it. So basically, they did a whole, I think it was, what's his name, Tom Parker Bowles, did a whole review of all the fish and chip shops around the UK. And Broccoli Rock came in the top 10 in the whole UK. So it is a really good one. What's your view on Poppies, Tia? What did you think of it? And what's your favourite fish and chip shop? Everybody can bung that in the chat.
Yeah, Poppies was nice. It was it just wasn't as nice. And I couldn't order it for work. So before we had people who started who like have allergies and stuff, prior to that, nobody had allergies and things like that.
Oh, sorry. No, you mean Popeyes, don't you? Not Poppies. Popeyes. Sorry, Tia. Popeyes. Look at that. Okay. So you mean Popeyes, the chicken place?
Yes.
Sorry, I misread that. Tia's gone, what is he talking about?
Yeah. I have had Popeyes, and Popeyes in the US is much better than Popeyes in the UK.
There you go.
And you can actually, so the Popeyes that I've tried, they only do tenders for some reason. You can't get pieces of chicken like you can, like a thigh or leg or whatever. But when I went to in the States, they have, we can get a leg and a thigh and wing and breast and all of that if you want it. Yeah.
Right, where are we? All right, we're a bit behind. Let me catch up. I want to make homemade ricotta, said Sam, and homemade cottage cheese. How do you do that? That would be such a good video for you guys to make or do live. Not melt my cheese, make my cheese.
I don't like cottage cheese at all.
Do you know?
Like I said, there's lots of cheeses I really don't like.
So Sam, I do like cottage cheese. I'd have to work out how do you make it. How would you make cottage cheese? Tia said probably now my favorite chain of chicken shops. So sorry, Tia, I got that. I didn't mean to mess that up. I got that completely wrong. Freon said it's time to get old Grease, people. Freon, what is your favorite song from Grease? Tia said, oh, Marmite is a cute name. It's a really good name for a dog. Kitten Noodle says, I changed my look, I think about 10 minutes ago, but I think mine is delayed. We can try and work out who you are now. Kitten Noodle said, and yes, it's true, getting less human. They asked me 3 times if I'd like to have an email appointment before accepting one in person.
Email what?
I know, but I've had that. I've had offers of an email appointment.
Email appointment? I mean, literally, what is the point? I might as well Google my symptoms at that point.
Oh, but I've
an email, I might as well just Google it, right?
That's mad.
How can a doctor diagnose you without seeing you? You're just explaining your symptoms. Normally, when you see the doctor, well, years ago, when doctors were an actual thing, they'd feel here, they listen to your heart, they push on your stomach to see if they could feel certain things and all of that. What are you feeling, or what are you doing over email?
Oh my God. Karina said, may I just ask, who told us growing up would be fun? Adulting seriously sucks. It does.
Oh, it really does. Like, brittle bones suck. Everything sucks. Hair falling out sucks. Everything sucks.
Do you know what, Karina? The one thing that your comment just made me laugh. There was I don't know, you may have heard of it. There was a case in the United States, which has happened quite recently. And one employee never wanted to go out with his team. He never went out. And they kept, the company kept telling him, you've got to go out, you've got to come out with this. So eventually they fired him, and he won his case. And he cited, his defense was, I have no legal obligation to have fun, which the judge agreed with. And I thought that is true. That is so apt for the parenting thing. For the getting adulting thing. There's no thing about you don't have to have fun. It just goes out the window. Not always, of course, but we try to have fun. Kitten Noodles is laughing. Karina said, Jensen, I have to take Jackson for at least 1 to 1.5 mile walk each day to get energy out. There you are, Jensen. That's the kind of thing you have to do.
Wow.
Liam said, Squid Game. You've been watching. No spoilers, please. We're still trying to catch up. Touche went. So Touche is relieved that your Melt My Cheese was not
wasn't a lie.
It wasn't a lie.
Ha ha ha. I don't know if you watched one of the videos, but we went to several different pastry shops, and one of the first ones, or it was the second one that we went to, was Ori, and it was in Ori where they stuck my thing in a microwave, and I was just like,
yeah, they did. That was bad. I mean, even
and to the point where it didn't even melt. It didn't even melt.
Go careful. Even what do they call it? Subway. They at least they always toast your cheese to melt it. Where are we? Leah, oh yeah, we did that one. Sam said, oh, you said wedges, and I heard wedgies. No, nobody gave us a wedgie. Don't worry, no one gave us a wedgie. Jensen said, one of my favorite classmates at school said, because they have 4 dogs, he called one of them Oreo. 4 dogs. I don't
4 dogs is a lot. I think
a lot.
2 is enough. Only because I think 1 needs a companion.
Red Fulcrum, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hi, Red Fulcrum. Hope you're well.
Do you know where I can get a good? Is it a ratatouille? What's a raccaccino? Is it raccatacino? I can't. How do you pronounce that? Put your glasses on. I can't pronounce that. What is that? You'll have to explain that to us, because I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Is it raccaccino? Is this something for where you're from? I've never heard of this.
Never heard of it. Yeah.
I might have to Google. My phone's nowhere near. I haven't got the keyboard. Kelly might have to Google this one. Right, we're going to Google it and find out what it is, and then we'll let you know if we can get one. Kit Noodle said, Sam, they must send over a fish and waiter who needs to adjust the back of his trousers. Where are we? Touche said, Palmer's Fish and Chip Shops in Yeovil is delicious. Oh my God, I've not been to Yeovil for years.
Oh, Yeovil. I was thinking.
All right, Yeovil, my lovely.
The Oval. I was thinking.
No, Yeovil in Somerset. I've never been there actually. I've been through Yeovil. I've not been into Yeovil. So we went to Yeovil actually. We passed Yeovil when we went to what do you call it? To Devon. Exactly, said Kitten Noodles. It's like a surgeon giving you step by step on how to self-operate. And it's not even though it's my job, it's your problem to fix.
That's the thing. Why are you training to become a doctor to diagnose people via email?
Exactly.
It's all of that training, all of those years and all of this to diagnose someone over email.
Good job they don't fly planes. Yeah, just get in. Yeah, just press that button and we'll take off when we can. Sam said, it's easy to make that kind of cheese. I think cottage cheese, you set the curd, then mince, then fresh cottage cheese is supposed to be amazing. Maybe in a ravioli, nom nom, with herbs and lemon. There are a couple of Russian dishes, actually, where they make dumplings, but they use cottage cheese in the dumpling. I've never tried it, but it's supposed to be quite nice. Someone said, Mark and Kelly, have you got any more recommendations for me and my friend and mum when we go to Blackpool next summer? Now, are you talking food or rides? What are you thinking, Freon?
The last time I went to Blackpool was everything that I would have gone and done would have been closed down by now. I mean, the last time I went, there was a Wimpy, and we went into Wimpy and had to Knickerbocker Glory. That's how long ago I was there.
Kitten Noodles was laughing at your joke. Sam was laughing at your joke, Kitten Noodles. Jensen said, next time, Karina, I'll come to your house to sort it out. And are you willing to bring your dogs as well? So Karina's actually in the United States, Jensen. So it's a bit of a trek. You're going to have to do the fly. But yeah, it's a bit of a trek for you to get there. Freon said, anyone else got some good ride ideas when I go to Blackpool next summer with my friend and mum?
Now, I never actually went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Or what's it called? What's it called?
Blackpool. Yeah, Blackpool. I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called.
What's the theme
I just
park
call it
there?
Blackpool.
No, I never went to the theme park when we went to Blackpool. We just hung out in Blackpool. I went to a Knickerbocker Glory. I had a Knickerbocker Glory in Wimpy. If anybody knows, I don't think people even know what a Knickerbocker Glory is now. But yeah, because not a lot of places do Knickerbocker Glories. There are some places, but not everywhere does a Knickerbocker Glory. Fortnum's does.
Oh, it's lovely.
The ice cream parlor, yeah, they do a Knickerbocker Glory. It's an ice cream, by the way, with tinned fruit in it, syrups, and all of the good stuff. You'll have to Google it, and it's Knickerbocker spelt with KN.
Yeah, so for our American viewers, who may not, because I don't think you have it in the States, it's a British dessert. So you would have a glass, probably like this actually, but obviously a bit more straight. And then you just have layers of ice cream, jelly, all different types of layers.
So basically the glass is like this, so it gets wider. So it starts off a bit skinnier. It's like, so back in the day when you guys had, diners and stuff, and they had milkshakes which were in those glasses that were slim and got bigger that is what you would get your Knickerbocker Glory in, something similar to that. And yeah, it would, like, each place would do their own twist on it, but like you'd have strawberry syrup and vanilla ice cream, and then tinned fruit salad or something, and some other type of syrup, and yeah. And that was a Knickerbocker, and they would top it up with cream and a cherry on the top.
Jensen said, Karina, did Jackson squeak when he was a puppy? Did you have him when he was a puppy? Sam said, Yeovil, that's north. Winter is...
Yeah.
No, I forget that you're right in the south in Cornwall. So yeah, Yeovil, which is still south, you see is the north. And a very good Game of Thrones reference there. Freon said, hey, yes, Sam, what about the rides? Now, yeah, can anybody recommend rides? Because I've not been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So are we all...
I don't know what the theme park is called.
Yeah, so you guys will need to help Jackson with the ride suggestion. Not Jackson, sorry, Freon.
I was going to say Jackson.
Jensen, of course, said, Mark and Kelly, when you last time went to your EasyJet flight, where were the seats? Were they comfortable? I think you're about a 9 out of 10. Now, we haven't been on EasyJet for a while. Last time we went was to Lanzarote.
Yeah, so you're talking about 2018, 2019 was the last time we took an EasyJet flight. But they're not comfortable seats. They're not the most comfortable seats. But because we were only on the seats for 4 hours, it's not that bad. And so it's very different if I was doing an 8-hour flight. That would be very different. But for a 4-hour flight, you just sit down and you just get a book out or whatever, and just that's it really.
Sam said, have you ever had stuffed cabbage leaves? I have. Now, I had it many, many years ago when I used to eat meat, which is I had a Polish version of it. So I'll tell you why. One of my friends at the time, his parents were Polish. So they made like a meat dish in vine leaves. I remember it being really, really good.
The only one that I've had is one with mince, but I don't really rate the cabbage leaves and stuff like that. I'm not really a cabbage person.
But I thought it was good. I really did like it. Oh dear, cough, cough, Kelly. Please look after, please, Mark. Well, she's got the water. Don't worry. And
yeah, I don't actually have a cough, but it just feels like there's something tickling my throat just at the back, and so every now and again it gives me a little cough.
Freon said, because when I looked, my best friend forever was going to go on the Big Dipper and an avalanche, maybe the ghost train, and wanted some creepy rides. So again, if anyone can recommend, do it. Oh, Richard, how you doing? Richard, you might know any ride you'd recommend in Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Hey,
Freon wants to know, how are you though? You good?
You're well.
Karina said, I've been to Poppy's each time I've come to London. Any other recommendations for Central London fish and chips?
I think Poppy's is probably one of the better ones in London. I'm not sure I could recommend because I don't recommend all of this highfalutin like fish and chip. What's that Tom Kerridge one in? Is that
oh
in
God, yeah.
I would not recommend. I've never tried it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Why would you pay so much? Fish and chips in the UK for years, it was a cheap supper, and that's what it. And you would have it on Fridays. Fridays was the normal day. You would have fish and chip, and it would be a fish and chip supper, and it was like a cheap little takeaway thing that you could have. It used to cost about £5. Now you're talking about like 20-something pounds. Like, what is going on?
Yeah. Well, the only thing is with Tom Carriage's one as well, you get about 9 chips because they're triple cooked.
No, but that's even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
How much is that? Like,
oh, it's about 57, I think, for fish and chips.
I was thinking it was 100.
No one would pay that. But it's about £57. It's quite expensive.
And you get 9 chips.
So anyway, Karina, if you do come to London, do let us know. We'll give you some recommendations closer to the time. Because it always changes.
I'll give you a pastry crawl list.
And also, for Karina, guys, for our British viewers, what desserts would you recommend Karina try? Because we've just recommended Knickerbocker Glory. Other desserts that Karina could try.
Crumble. Go humble crumble.
Oh, we are. Karina, well, is it Freon said, Karina, when I was younger, sorry, let me read that. I've had when I was in England. I love the fish and chips there. So yeah. I think you would enjoy the fish and chips. Well, you do enjoy Poppy's. Sam said everywhere used to sell Knickerbocker Glories and slices of Arctic roll and banana splits. Have a cherry on the top of the cream. I know, and you don't really get them now.
I never enjoyed banana splits, so I never ever got those. But yeah, Arctic roll. We were talking about that the other day. Arctic roll.
Yeah. So one of my recommendations is, Karina, you've got to try sticky toffee pudding. I know you don't like it, but I got to say it is the best UK dessert, in my opinion.
A lot of people would agree with you, but I don't.
What would be your recommendation?
Crumble, umms.
Oh yeah, crumble.
Crumble.
Oh, Humble Crumble. We've got to take you to Humble Crumble.
Humble Crumble.
Mark and Kelly said Freon. See Jacob, I played a video game with him on a call a few days ago. He says hello. I'll say hello. Do say hello to Jacob. We haven't seen him for a while. I hope he's okay. Jensen, I think I'm in row 1 or exit row seats. I'm more comfortable. Do you know what? It's pretty much okay. The middle aisles, I always think, are better in EasyJet. We've always seemed to have flown right at the front for some reason. But yeah, when we've ever gone, the middle aisles tend to be quite comfortable.
I'll go for whatever the cheapest seat is.
Good to see you anyway, Richard. Sam says, guys, since my knee has been bad, I've discovered a YouTuber you might like. She's called Itchy Boots and rides a motorcycle solo around the world. The drone footage is breathtaking.
Wow.
So do you know what? I know Kelly's going to have to go at me now. Maybe mention drone. I do need to get my drone out. I still haven't done it. I might try this weekend.
2
actually.
years later.
I know. It's really, really bad. I just got.
That's what you did with your phone.
I know, but I did use it in the end. So, and I still use it today. So I will get that out. I will get that drone. I do need to use it, but I will try that. Thank you, Sam. Itchy boots, you say. I'll have to give her a look. Freon said, Mark and Kelly, see when I went with school. Remember when I told you I didn't get back to 11 p.m. That's happening again with my mum and best friend, and the stop is at Thurrock. All right, so you're going to Thurrock to get to over to. This is when you're going to Blackpool.
In the meantime, I'm going to try.
Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. Jensen said, no school lessons next week. It's activity week with school. And on Tuesday, after lunch, 8L, that's your class, are going to watch How to Train Your Dragon movie and going out on Thursday.
Ooh.
Right, now we are going to try some of this Dubai chocolate. We've been meaning to do this. Thank you.
It's Dubai style.
Dubai style. There you go. Look.
Dubai chocolate.
What's it called? That little
Kunafe.
Kunafe.
Or kunafe.
Here we go. Oh yeah. It's expensive, but that is nice.
Now, I've got to admit, I did prefer the one that La Direct did, but this one is quite a thick one. Not as thick as the actual Dubai chocolate, but this one's quite thick. But the La Direct is thin.
Oh, that's good.
I prefer the taste of the La Direct one.
Mark and Kelly, do you know West Thurrock M25? I know where it is, Freon. I know where you're going. Karina said, Jensen, no, Jackson did not squeak when he was a puppy. In fact, he didn't even bark for almost a year. Oh, wow. Oh, I should try another little bit. This is really, really good. Now, again, so Kelly and I went to Harrods on Sunday. And the reason being, we didn't go for anything to eat. We actually got a load of food from there, brought it back, and then we've reviewed it. So that will come up on a future video. But
this is patchy in Harrods style of Dubai chocolate.
But that is really, really good. That chocolate is really, really good. So if anybody's interested, it's called Patchy. You don't have to go to Harrods to get it. I'm sure it's sold elsewhere, but that was really, really nice.
But I would also recommend La Direct.
Yeah, but give that a try. But yeah, if you like that, are people a fan of the Dubai chocolate or the Dubai style? Karina, in fact, we were just watching a video and they're starting to do Dubai style cookies in the US. You may have had them already, but we definitely want to see that.
You know, well, it's only, as far as I'm aware, it's only at Summer House in Disney Springs.
Well, I feel like where are we? Oh no! Oh, hang on. I don't want to miss Jensen's comment. Jen said, then after next week, I've got 3 days left to school and then finish on the 23rd of July. And you've got the whole summer to yourself. Oh no, Karina, no. You cannot judge sticky toffee pudding that's been on a British Airways flight. That is just, you can't, please.
I don't like stiffy? Yeah. I don't like sticky toffee pudding, so...
But don't listen to Kelly, she doesn't know what she's talking about. It's one of the best desserts you can ever have. It really seriously is good. But the one on the British Airways flight will not be good. I definitely want to try it. Yes, please, share food recommendations. So, guys, let's help Karina out. What would you like Karina to try when she comes to the UK? Your favourite desserts, British desserts, of course. Let her know. Sam said, I feel a dessert mashup is necessary. How about sticky toffee crumble or a sticky toffee crumble cake? I'm liking your style, Sam. Always creative.
I don't like sticky toffee.
Oh, stop it with the sticky toffee. You don't know.
Even Karina doesn't like sticky toffee.
No, she doesn't. She's only had a terrible one on British Airways flights.
Because you know why? Because they're all terrible.
Freon said, if you do like the service station there, my favourite place because of the wee restaurant and a wee duty-free shop, but it won't happen till next summer. Well, you've got plenty of things to do till next summer, but we will keep telling us, because when you come on the lives, you can tell us closer and closer and closer to the time what ride you're going to do. Sam said, when you see Itchy Boots, this is the YouTuber, you will get itchy fingers for drone flying. She goes to the red dunes in Mexico. Wow. Above the clouds, high up in the mountains, right, and the drone footage is some of the best.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Sam. I will have to give that a view because I do love drone footage. Tia said, "Oh, the white chocolate and raspberry. Was it Ladderek, isn't it? Ladderek chocolate.
Yeah, Ladderek.
Ladderek chocolate is my favourite.
Wow.
Now they did have a Ladderek in if I pronounce it in Harrods, if I pronounce that properly.
Yeah.
But we did try it. It was really, really good. I have to say that was really good.
Mark's talking about the kanafa, not the Dubai style chocolate, not the raspberry and the white chocolate.
Right, sorry, free on. We are not doing a live on Friday. Sorry, guys, we forgot to tell you. So I've got to go and have my wisdom tooth extracted on Friday. So I don't think I'll be in a position to do it. You don't really want to see my face out here. So we won't be doing that on Friday, but we will see you next Tuesday. So just to let you guys know. Tia said, but as a treat, I have to take out a mortgage for a tiny block.
Yeah.
It is
They're
expensive.
not cheap, them chocolates. They're not cheap. I mean,
that bar.
So this one was 20 quid for that bar of chocolate. I mean, the Dubai chocolates in general are quite expensive. So, yeah.
Oh, well, Richard said Dubai Trend, my local does a bars from Dubai for £1.90.
Wow.
Are they actually authentic Dubai bars?
That's a bargain.
That is a massive bargain if it is, because this, like I said, that was 20 quid.
Yeah.
We bought it just so you guys could see it. Karina said, "Yay! Looking forward to see your Harrods video." Do you know what, Karina? I think if you are in London, it is busy and it is expensive, but we would definitely recommend us.
When you go. Don't go during lunchtime. Go before lunch or after lunch. But lunchtime, forget it. Forget it is busy. Even on a Sunday, it's busy. But come after lunch. It's like you can walk around, you can look at things and all that. And the desserts, the Harrods desserts and all of that.
So we haven't quite finished the desserts yet. So actually, funny enough, after the live, we're going to film we've had to do it in 3 parts. It's going to be one video, but we bought so much food from there to try that we've taken 3 days to eat this food. So some of the food though was incredible. We can't wait to show you guys the video. Sam said, "I need that chocolate." You got to try it, Sam. You do treat yourself one time though if you can. It is worth getting the Dubai style chocolate. Richard will tell you as well because he's had it. But it really is worth getting. Jensen said, from the 2nd of August until the 9th of August, we are going to Newquay and the campsite.
Oh, nice.
All right, I'm just going to delete that. Not because what you said, but we don't want, obviously, to...
And you read it out.
No, I didn't say where. I did say the dates, but I didn't say where. So I'm just going to delete that only because we just want to keep you safe, Jensen. That's all. What? Dubai cookies? I must investigate.
Yes, Disney Springs.
And what was the place called?
Summer House.
Summer House.
I remember the name because in my mind I'm thinking Somerset House, which is on the Strand in London. But no, this is Summer House, and it's some type of a cookie store, and they've got like lemon cookies and all of that. And I was just like, are they doing a Dubai style cookies? I want to try it. And they have the kunafa in the middle of the cookies. It just sounds amazing.
I will email you a pic of the chocolate chip cookies that Costco sells. It's huge.
Ooh,
all right, we will have to try that.
Okay.
But have a look out for that. I don't know if Summer House is a chain out there or if it's just exclusive to Disney. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I've not had. I just saw it before I came on here. And I was watching something in the background as I was setting it up. And I was like, oh, Dubai style cookies. That sounds amazing. I want to try it.
Sam said, do you like dates?
No.
Is that a proposition, Sam?
Well, that's what's in sticky toffee pudding.
I'm messing. No, do you know what? I love dates. My favourite dates is Medjool dates. Medjool dates are expensive, but they are really, really good.
Yeah.
Are you a date fan? Do you enjoy dates? I was going to say, but they're the best. If they are expensive, but if you treat yourself, Tesco do them. So they have them on here. We haven't seen Tesco meal deals for ages.
No,
I was going to say. So if you're watching and you're catching up, we are saying hello.
Hi, Tesco meal deals.
Karina said, Kelly, I do like Humble Crumble. I can have that for breakfast, for lunch and dinner.
And you wouldn't be wrong. Well, you would not be wrong.
Now, we were going to, we were deciding what to do for a video. And Kelly's going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I said, let's do Humble Crumble. He said, is that all you're going to do? It's just one video on Humble Crumble. I said, yeah. So
in my mind, I'm just thinking, how long is that video going to be with just Humble Crumble? But anyway.
Well, we could do several Humble Crumbles.
Yes. and they are doing a strawberry one at the moment for Wimbledon.
Oh, I love strawberry. I tell you, they do a strawberry and elderflower. I hope they still do that. That's incredible.
Yeah, I don't know if it's elderflower, but yeah, they definitely do a strawberry. But I want it with frozen custard, so I like humble crumble with frozen custard. I'm not one of I don't really like hot custard. I'm not one of these people that likes hot custard. But what we were talking about the other day when somebody was mentioning the Madagascar vanilla, the M&S Madagascar vanilla. Yeah, that's a really good one. But frozen custard is the best.
Kelly is right. It is very, very good. It's the only thing I can say it tastes like to me is custard ice cream. That's how it tastes to me, but it is sensational. Kelly is
really
right.
good. And that hot and that cold, that meets in the middle. Yes.
Where are we? Sam said the ancients would use dates to sweeten their food they cooked. This is true. Do you know? Because you find that actually in a lot of Mediterranean, like Moroccan dishes.
Yeah.
That they do use dates in there to give it that kind of, and apricots as well, to give it that kind of sweet taste. Jensen said, and it's 4 hours and a little bit. We are going to stop at Taunton, and then we are going a camper van and have a charger because it's the electricity. Nice. So this is going to take the camper van with you. Karina said, "Oh come on, we want Mark on the video when he's on his nitrous." Yeah, you want me sitting there, just like drivel coming down there. I'm gonna say I don't want to gross you guys out, and I'll be like so high I won't know what I'll be saying. I'm not actually getting the knockout. Against my better judgment, I'm doing a local, so this side's just going to be all numb. Well, they've both got to come out, so I don't know which side I'm going to take out first. Jensen said, I'm going back on the first Wednesday of September to school. All right, so well, don't think of that. You enjoy your summer.
Also here, they only do the numbing injections.
No, they did offer for me to...
What, gas in it?
Yeah, they offered that to me.
I've never had that in dentist, and I've had my...
Yeah, but I'm going to the hospital. I'm not going to the dentist, that's why.
But even when I went to the hospital, they did not offer me no gas and air.
No, they offered me gas and air if I wanted it. But then I've got to get home on my own, so I elected. I'll end up God knows where. Karina said, should I go during the weekdays too? I avoid Selfridges during the weekend. Now, what's the bit we learned, Kelly? What did we learn about going to the markets? Which day do we not supposed to go?
Oh, Monday.
So don't go on a Monday like we did.
Don't go to Borough Market on a Monday, but Spitalfields is open. There are plenty of markets that are open on a Monday. Just Borough Market is closed on. Is it closed on a Sunday as well?
No, it's open. It's Monday's the only day it's shut.
Just Monday's the only day it's shut.
Yeah.
And the thing is, right, Borough Market is good. I like it, but I do feel a lot of these food markets are very overrated. They are overrated.
Well, I wouldn't say overrated. I would say overpriced.
I would say overrated. So in Borough Market, you get the ginger pig. Now, it's a nice sausage roll. Love it. I think it's really good. But if you go to Gales, you get an even better sausage roll. Do you see what I mean? So I feel like, and I got to be honest, I didn't really rate the black pig. I didn't really rate it. It was all right. The chocolate strawberries, which were nice, they were really good, but £8.50. And I had to ask him for more chocolate in my cup. You're not going to charge me £8.50 and not give me enough chocolate in my cup. And then, I just feel like there was one time they had a German stall there, and one time it was really good focaccia. The focaccia was so good. I have not had good focaccia from that same store ever since. That was only the one time that I had really good focaccia. Since then, I've not had any good focaccia from there. The mushroom risotto is nice. It is nice, but it's not the nice that everyone's raving about. Bread ahead again. The donuts are nice and all of that. The bread of the donut is the best that I've ever tasted, but I don't like the filling. I don't rate the fillings. So I feel like a lot of these things that you see are they're very overhyped, they're very overrated. I've not tried the paella in the middle, which there's always a huge queue.
Massive queue for that.
Always a huge queue for that place. So I don't know how that is. You didn't like your toasted cheese sandwich that you had.
It tasted all right, but it just tasted like a toasted cheese sandwich, and it was £8 for half a toasted cheese sandwich, not a full one. I thought, wow.
Just compounds what I was saying. And so
no, that's true.
I just feel like don't get me wrong, there are good things to have at these food markets and stuff. And if you do visit the UK, or you do visit London, should I say, you should try one or two of the food markets. But I personally feel they are overhyped. There are other little pockets that you can try. So Bao Buns, which is in a store in Borough Market, I rate that highly. I think it's nice. I've gone there many times. Go there, try it. It's really, really good. My favorite is the prawn shy song. I think it's really good. Anytime they bring the duck, I seem to miss it, so I don't get a chance to have it. If you go over to King's Cross, so there's a stall that I really do recommend, and it's called the Frenchie, and it's a good duck burger. So if you like duck, go and try this duck burger. It will change your life. It used to be at South Bank, but it used to be at Whitecross Street. Then it went to South Bank, and then it moved from South Bank and all of that. But as far as I'm aware, it's at King's Cross. It's at King's Cross Market, food market. So have a Google of it. It's called the Frenchie. The duck burger there is amazing. Don't get it confused with the one that is in Covent Garden, because I think that's an actual restaurant called the Frenchie in Covent Garden. So don't get mixed up with that. This is actually a duck food store that you guys need to go and try. If you like duck, if you eat meat, all of that type of stuff, go there. It will change your life. It's so good.
Now that's at King's Cross, isn't it?
Oh, that's at King's Cross.
So in answer to your question, Karina, yeah, your best bet, if you want to avoid the crowds, I would suggest you go a weekday, and for the love of God, avoid lunchtime.
Don't go at lunchtime. It's crazy.
Go before lunchtime. If you can get there early, you don't have to go too early.
Not too early, but before lunch or after lunch is fine. You can have a wander around properly. You're not, even if you do get there at lunchtime, don't go to the food halls. Go and visit around Harrods. Go and see all the different things. And go and see the lovely bags and shoes and all of that type of stuff. If you wanted to go for afternoon tea, go and do that. They did a New Year one or whatever. I didn't really rate it. It was good, but it wasn't the best that we've been to. Like, we've been to so many afternoon teas. But I'm sure the normal one probably is a really nice one. So go and have afternoon tea or something like that at Harrods, and then after lunch, make your way down and go and enjoy the food hall. Yeah, for sure.
There you go. What was I going to say? Oh, you're joking. Is that the part that Jensen's going to? Is that the one that Nick works at? Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
No, Jensen, we probably won't do I'll do my best to get a video up for Friday instead, but I don't think we will, only because I'll be in a lot of pain, so I don't know if I'll be able to, my mind will be able to do it, but I will try. I'm halfway through editing a video at the moment. So there will be one for Sunday. I will try and do one for Friday, but I don't want to make any promises and disappoint anybody. Karina said, "Oh, I've just sent you a Costco cookie picture." All right, well, have a little look. Sam said, "Oh, I love dates. They are expensive. I love the stuffed dates. Oh, you'd love, they had loads of them at Harrods. I would like to cook with them, sweet and savory dishes." Yeah, that would sound amazing. They do a dish where you put them with lamb. Not that I eat lamb, but yeah, they do a dish that you can do that. If you do, let us know though. Sam said, chestnuts are one of my favorites too, but very expensive. Roasted chestnuts are delicious. I love chestnuts too. Oh my God. Can we, I think we can share this one because it's not got any personal things on there. There's nobody in there. So let's have a look at this. This is a Costco donut. And look, for
donut, it's a cookie.
For cookie, sorry. And for reference, the Karina's actually put the measure on.
I love that you put like a little ruler against that.
So clever. There you go. A giant
There might
cookie.
be another one. Let me have...
How big is that thing?
I know there's one. Just one.
That is incredible. What was it like? Did you get one? I'm assuming you got it. What was it like?
It is that size. That is the size of the Dubai style cookie.
There you are. So keep an eye out. And Corinne, if you do get it, please do let us know if the Dubai, if you manage to get hold of one, is it worth getting?
Oh, I just seen your response to the other email. Sorry, because I don't always, I do check them, but I must have been busy and not seen it. But yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll let you read that. Where are we? Richard said.
I'll respond to Karina.
Richard said, just posted on Olio of you was local mark. Have 2 free meals, sweet potato katsu curry and vegetarian mild. Where did you get it? What's Olio?
Olio.
Olio.
It's another food thing. A little bit like
Too good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But you go, yeah, you got to go. I think with that one, is that the one that's people's houses who are emptying their cupboards and you go to their house? Is
Oh,
that the
really?
One? Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Where are we? I will have to check that out. So, Ollie, new set. Hey, Evelyn, how are you? Good to see you. You good?
There's Olio and Go Puff.
Oh, Go Puff.
Yeah. Hey, Eve.
I was going to say, you missed out Evelyn then.
I would never miss out Evelyn.
Jensen said, goodbye. Take care. We'll see you on Sunday.
Jensen. Bye.
Richard said, let's hope someone likes my free Olio food. It's frozen despite weeks past its sell-by date. It should be all right. Remember, when you say sell-by date, you mean best before, not the best. You mean best before, not used by.
It's frozen. So
that should be okay. Yeah. Sam said there is a place in Paris, I think it's one of the oldest, and there's a famous for its duck burger. So this was duck confit you like, wasn't it?
Yes.
You have to think about it.
No, because you know what? I'm thinking of duck and waffle, and their duck confit is not confit.
No, but you like confit.
Yeah, I like duck confit, but it wasn't confit.
Right. Karina says, is Seven Dials worth going to?
Do you know what? It going to Covent Garden, right? Because there are loads of pastry places there. It is worth going to Seven Dials to check it out. But when they say Seven Dials, it's more like going to Cucumber Alley. So go to Cucumber Alley. There's loads of stalls in there and stuff like that. You'll find something. Don't bother with Long Boys because I think they're overrated.
Yeah.
We did it. I think we might have done it on a live one time.
We did.
Long Boys.
Long Boys are eclairs, if you're wondering.
No, they're donuts.
Oh, are they donuts?
They're donuts.
Oh, sorry.
Maitre Choux is was eclairs, but yeah, and I feel like it's not worth it. But if you are in London, what is worth it is doing Too Good to Go. So download the app Too Good to Go, and everything at the end of the day that they couldn't sell or stuff like that, you can get them a fraction of the price. And sometimes you don't know what's going to be in the bags, whatever they couldn't sell and stuff like that. So definitely download Too Good to Go. And whenever you're in the area, it will tell you what times that they're selling or what time you can collect them and stuff like that. And you get some really good like offers and stuff on there. So definitely do that. I mean, that's a really good thing. But if you go to Covent Garden, there are at least 3 places that I can tell you to go to. Obviously, Arome, Chestnut Bakery and Moir Cafe. If you get a chance, go to Old Chankey as well and Ori. And they're all good. And you can do a little crawl of pastries and little savouries and stuff like that. Really good. And then you're not too far from Chinatown. There's loads of... I'm going to try and go to Leon Legend at one point. And then I will let you know. I'm not going to do a video on it because I'm going to go with some friends. But I will tell you how the food is and whether you should go. But Leon Legend, I've seen like loads of people go there, and I really want to go try it. So I'll let you know. Arisha
said a tip: if you get £1 gets you 100 XP. When you say £1, how do you do that? Do you have to pay for it? How does that work? Sam said Paris is la tour d'argent. Does that mean silver? Founded in 1582, where it's famous for its Canneton Tour d'Argent. Pressed duck I thought pressed duck was canard à la presse. I did see that. It's a very, very famous French dish where they crush all the bones and everything, and all the juices come out, and they actually cook them.
Oh right, they're not cooking the bones though.
No. They actually created a press for the very dish. So you put all the bones in there, and you press it down, and this press pushes it down and pushes down. And all the juices come out, and then
interesting. So the bone marrow, basically.
Yeah, basically, and they cook it in with the duck. Hey, Chicken Dipper, how are you doing?
Hi, Chicken Dipper, how are you?
How are you? It's been a minute. How are things going? Evelyn said Copenhagen is cold and missing London's heat. Oh my God!
Oh, really? I am shocked.
Well, you have a question. I'm going to skip to one of Karina's later questions. Evelyn, you're in Copenhagen. Any recommendations on restaurants where to go to? Karina said these cookies are so good. They are so warm with the chocolate chips melting.
There was a place that we stayed in Bath. We stayed at the Hilton, and they were giving out cookies that were
Oh, they
warm.
were amazing. They
Yeah.
were really.
I don't know how many cookies we took, but we took loads.
I know. I didn't know whether you wanted to stay anonymous, chicken dipper. So
I know.
Now you've revealed.
We know that you're Amy.
We all know who you are. I will never forget you.
Because you were carrot cake at one point.
I know. You know what, Karina? We'll have to go to Costco in the UK and see if we can get these cookies. I don't know if it would sell the same.
They do cookies there. I'm a bit. So I'm quite fussy in what I like, because like I've got their like big cakes. So my mum, she likes to buy their big cakes, and she bought a red velvet, and I tasted this red velvet, and it was very. I see what you're saying, but I do like their pastries. So I do like their little croissants and their little them types of little pastries, the little French pastries. I do like those, but I don't think much of their cakes. But I haven't tried their cookies. So I haven't but also I'm not one to eat like as big a box of cookies as what they do, because when they do them, they're like really big boxes.
Yeah.
We're not well. Actually, you probably could get through them, to be fair, but you wouldn't. The thing is with Mark, like this is Mark all over.
This is me all over, apparently.
We could buy a big box of cookies, right? If I don't want them, Mark doesn't really want them. But if I eat a packet of biscuits or whatever and I'm eating them, Mark will want them. So, like, if I bought a big box of the cookies or whatever, and I go, oh, I really want these with a cup of tea, you'll see Mark actively eating all of these things.
All right, let me tell you a bit about Kelly.
Hold on.
All right.
What about, how long have you had those biscuits? How long they've been sitting there?
They're all gone. Do you want me to prove it? They're all gone.
How long did you have them?
So, theory debunked.
How long did you have them?
Theory debunked.
How long did you have them?
Well, to be honest, I probably had not that long, about a month.
Because when my uncle came over, you still had them.
Yeah, I did, but I've been eating them.
Well,
so this is Kelly all over. So what she'll do,
I tell you this, if I would be interested in
you're gonna
eating
have to
those,
you're gonna have to let me say. So then what Kelly will do is that she will then she'll have a whole raft of food which she knows she can't eat.
No.
Hang on. And then what she'll do is I'll say, can I have one of those? No, you can't have any of this. And then she'll let it go off, and then she'll go, oh yeah, you can have them now. What's gone off food?
What will happen is this, right? So Mark and I, we have continuous arguments about food. So I will have like
running a food channel.
I will have something, right, and I'll go, right, okay, what snacks do you want? Oh, can you get me some nuts, please? So I'll get him his nuts, and sometimes he'll want some type of a trail mix with fruit or whatever. That's good. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to eat that. That's fine. You do you have that. I buy myself crisps. I'll buy myself some chocolate, blah, blah, blah. Mark finishes all the rubbish that he's eaten. I mean, and then wants to eat my stuff. But when I said, oh, you want nuts and fruits and stuff like that, do you want to? No. And then the other day, I bought him like giant straws, right? Because I know this man loves giant straws. Oh, can you not buy giant straws next time? Blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. I'll buy myself something, and he wants to.
Giant straws are the giant strawberries from Haribo. They're okay. I'm not a big fan of them. Richard said, what's crazy? This Dubai stuff. Watch out for fakes. Trends have loads of those names these just names used now. And what's it? Pastico nuts in everything.
Pistachio.
Sorry. You'd written pastico. That's why.
Pistachio.
I hope you mean pistachio nuts in everything. The prices go up. Sorry, hazelnuts is still the boss. Peanuts are second.
I will tell you here and now, cashews are the boss nuts. Just saying. Cashews are the boss nuts. Pistachio is trending at the moment.
You're right,
and
it
has been trending since the Dubai chocolate. And that's why I said, because Mark was going, these are the Dubai, and I said, no, these are in the style of the Dubai chocolates. These are not the Dubai chocolates. They're in the style of. You can't get the Dubai chocolates unless you're going to Dubai. That's it. They're not Dubai chocolates unless you are in Dubai. What? You can get them shipped here from Dubai. Yeah, you can get them shipped here, but they have to be from Dubai. They're the Dubai chocolates.
There you go.
From Dubai.
Karina said those huge cookies are sold individually at the food court. Karina said, I'm curious of the Costco that offer food samples. So you'd like to see whether or not. So do you know what? Actually, Karina, funny you should say that. But Kelly and I have been meaning to go to Costco and film it.
Yeah.
Partly so you can just see what it's like in the UK.
But here, yeah, they do all different food samples here. So you can go and you can try all of these different food samples and stuff like that, which are quite good. They do everything in bulk, but it's not cheap here per se. You can get some things that are in a deal, like some things. You do the big boxes of pastries and cakes and stuff like that. They usually are pretty good value for money. But in general, they're not. I mean, what a couple of things that we did get that was good value for money: toilet paper of OBS. But also we use olive oil. And I like the light and mild because if I decide I want to make carrot cakes or something, well, we got like a massive gallon and it's still going. And you know, when you buy them individually, they are so expensive. So we have saved so much money because they're like almost £10 a bottle. And it's like only 500 mils. So what is that like? Like $13-15 for a 500 ml bottle.
Poor Karina's there thinking, oh, what great stuff you get. Where they're going, yeah, toilet paper and olive oil.
Yeah, because do you know why? You don't. It's not the same deal. So in the States, when they have a sale, they have a proper sale. Here, they're fake sales. So what will happen here is they'll put up the price of something for a little while, like let's say like 3 or 4 months. And then in their supposed sale, they'll bring it down to what it was before they put it up.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It's like, it's really, really bad.
Real bait and switch.
Yeah, it's not like that. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like that they don't have sales because there are times like I could. So Debenhams, they were doing a sale. I got like a good few t-shirts. They were like £3. I bought like 6 of them. I was like, yeah, that'll do me. Blah blah blah. So there are times when you can get a good deal on something, but again, the sales here are not. When you get the so I bought the Ninja Crispy. I know you mentioned that in your email. So I got the Ninja Crispy in the States. The Ninja Crispy when it came out was $129. When it came out here, it was £129. Now, what they did, they put the money up to £179.
Oh my God.
It was $179. It went
$200.
It went to £149 first, and then shot up to $179. I was sitting here panicking, going, "Oh my God, what if they put it up to 200?" Then they had the sale. And the sale put it down from 179 to 149. Well, it was already 149 before, but they just put it up to 179. But there was one place, which was Argos, that actually did it at £130, which is what it was originally when it came here, which was £129. So it's only £1 difference. So straight away, I got the Argos one. I just thought I'm just going to get that delivered, and it was free delivery if you did it between this time and this time. I thought brilliant. So I ordered the Ninja Crispy, but I just feel like it's just such a rip-off that we have these types of sales that aren't real sales. But when we go to the States, whenever there's a sale or you go to an outlet, you're getting like proper nice sales, a deal, like a bargain where you really think, oh my God, I was able to buy this. But sales were in the UK were really good at one point, and then they've just changed them, and they've not been great since, really.
Cashew nuts are radioactive nuts, says Richard. Oh, I love cashew.
I love cashew nuts.
Honestly,
honey cashew nuts or cashew nuts in cooking.
Honey cashew nuts are the bomb. They are the best thing. They are delicious.
Are so good.
Actually, Kirsty said the same. Kirsty said, I was thinking that as you said it, cashews are my favorite. I love adding them to curries and salads. There you go.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
Kirsty, you're a lady after our own heart.
And I love to add pine nuts to pasta. Love it. Gives it a real good. The flavor goes well with the pasta. The crunch. Love it.
Karina said even Nespresso now offers pistachio coffee. You're right, it does. That has just come to the UK, Karina. Actual fact, funny enough, I need to order more coffee from Nespresso, and I was looking at it to order it, and I thought, oh my god, where's this pistachio coffee come from? So you are right, it is. It's gone on the bandwagon for sure.
I know you're waiting for Evelyn to reply, but I think she's gone somewhere. But from what I understand, Evelyn doesn't go out. She'll go out to certain restaurants to eat with her family, but most of the time they're at home, they cook or whatever, because she goes to visit her aunt quite a bit. So I know they've been out to a couple of restaurants that she's told me about, but I don't think she goes out that often, if that makes sense, to restaurants and stuff.
Richard said everything you buy all the time, cereal, chocolate, cake, peanuts and hazelnuts are always there year after year. The UK's #1 nut is KP nuts. 100 million sales every year. Do you know it's one nut I never eat?
Do you know what? But KP nuts dominated the market.
Yeah, true.
Dominated the market. And you would always, if you remember any adverts, it was always KP nuts adverts. There was no other nuts. So they monopolized the market quite a bit, KP nuts.
Karina said, oh, that's really bad. Macy's here got into big trouble doing those sell bait and switches. Oh, really? Macy's department store.
I wish that the government here would clamp down on that sort of thing, but they don't.
No, they don't. Richard said hazelnuts are the nuttiest of all the nuts on earth. Science says science. Really? That sounds like a Dr. Zeus thing. It's the nuttiest nut of the nuts. Right, guys. Well, we have been going for just over an hour and a half. It's gone 8 o'clock. So we think we will leave the live there. But thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for indulging us. We only had the Dubai chocolate today for a sample.
Yeah.
We will, like I said, and guys, just to let you know, we won't be
around on Friday.
So wish me luck. I will be having my wisdom teeth removed.
We're about to eat once we come off this live, we're about to eat a load of cakes from Harrods.
So, but we will be filming it. Don't you worry, you will not miss out. This will be from our Harrods video. So we've got a few more Florida ones to go.
Harrods Hall.
But then we will having the Harrods one coming up. So luckily, the foods we've gone for is the stuff they sell all year round. So it won't be going out of date, for want of a better term. So you'll get to see, apart from one of the desserts. So I do want to try and get this up as soon as I possibly can. As long as it's still up by summer, it should be okay. So you'll get to see our haul in Harrods.
Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to try it.
Feel better, Kelly. Best wishes, Mark, and to everyone. Big love. And big love to you guys.
Oh,
have a lovely evening, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, for those of you that are around, everybody melt my cheese. Goodbye, said Jensen. Take care, guys. We will have a video up on Sunday. I haven't quite finished editing it. It is Twosome's Chocolate Emporium. We return, so I'm just editing that at the moment.
I am still looking for software, but Mark has said that he would take over the editing of the holiday one.
No pressure.
Until I can find one. The thing is, with the one that we've got, it slows it down, it goes out of sync, and then you have to export it for it to work and all of this, and I can't be doing with it. But Mark has offered. I'm like, okay, if you feel like you can handle it, I can't. Even when you play at quarter, so you can do it by proxy, to be fair. But the last time, what really angered me with that software was that it changed all the clips, and all different voices were on the clip, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't use this app. So I'm still looking for one that is good, but I don't know if the laptop that I have is powerful enough to run software that is good enough to edit 4K. So it could be a case of that we may need a new laptop before I'm satisfied. So, but Mark's willing to work on it in it. So you won't be without videos for too long. But I really want to find a good software to make my job a lot easier as well. And to produce content for you guys.
No pressure on me. Anyway, thank you for the good luck with the wisdom tooth. Thank you, Karina. Goodbye. Thank you for the good luck as well, Jensen. Goodbye, guys. Do look after yourselves. Do take care. And remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will see you. Some of you guys will see on Sunday. Some of you may see on Tuesday. Until then, do look after yourselves, as I say. And don't forget,
melt my cheese.
You know it, guys. Take care. We'll see you then. Bye for now.
Bye for now.